All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Yahweh is the truly powerful name of the word ignorantly calls God. Yahushai is the truly powerful name of the word ignorantly called Jesus. Bahashem in the name of Rakakudash, Holy Spirit. Literally translated Spirit Holy. I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Ruel, teacher of being great example to us younger brothers, and peace and blessings to those full elect, Lord, I'm part of that number. I'm the brother Kadar, come back with another video. It's gonna be about history, because I got I like getting into it, and this is just going on how the Romans took down our people, man. All right, our people was fighting back, of course, but it's all prophecy, man. You know, and you can't stop prophecy. I don't care how strong uh, your nation is, man. If the Lord wants you to go down, you're gonna go down, man. All right, and one of the tactics that the Romans used against our people. All right, because Jerusalem was on like a high hill, something like that. So they couldn't really just barge in there. Plus they had a high fortress, outside. All right, so it was going to be some problems, man. All right, but one thing the people did, one thing the Romans did was starve out our people. Block the food from coming in. All right, and that's my personal, and this is my personal question for you niggas that believe you could beat Esau, man. How are you gonna beat the person that gives you your food, man? You know, and you calling him Mono Jakes, man. Hey, all Esau, he don't even have to fight you gun to gun. All right, he could just stop the food from coming into your community, man, and starve you out, man. All right, hey, the only way we gonna get up out of here and defeat this devil is through the Lord. All right, this is Siege of Jerusalem, 70 CE. Roman military blockade of Jerusalem during the first Jewish revolt. All right, the fall of the city marked the effective conclusion of a 4-year campaign against the Jewish insurgency in Judea. All right, and I believe this was after. No. The Servile Wars were before this. Was before Salaki. All right. The fall of the city marked the effective conclusion of a 4-year campaign against the Jewish insurgency in Judea. The Romans destroyed much of the city, including the Second Temple. All right, the majority and information of the siege comes from the copious notes of the Jewish historian Flavius Josephus. All right, and the Babylonians took down the first temple, and the Romans took down the second one. All right, the first time when the Babylonians took it down, all right, and the Persians took over, they allowed us to rebuild it. All right, despite the other nations trying to be involved with it and screw it up. All right, but keep in mind, most of these Romans that write about it, these things, all right, are biased towards the Romans. All right. In 63 CE, the Roman general Pompey Magnus captured Jerusalem. The Romans ruled through a local chief king and largely allowed free religious practice in Judea all time. The divide between monotheistic and polytheistic religious views caused clash between Jews and Gentiles. All right. And around this time, the Romans, they would capture your place. All right, but they'll allow you to follow your ancient custom. All right, but for our people, if we was to put somebody to death, we got to go to the Romans, and for the emperor or the person ruling over, so they could give us the green light. All right, the Romans ruled through a local. I'm gonna keep reading. This friction combined with the oppressive taxation and unwanted imperialism, all right, because Rome was going into in and out so many wars, man, all right, and messed up emperors, all right, because they're Edomites, all right, they needed money, so they kept taxing, man, you know, all right, and unwanted imperialism culminated in 66 CE in the first Jewish revolt. The revolt was successful at first. Jewish force quickly expelled the Romans from Jerusalem, and a revolutionary government was formed that extended its influence into the surrounding area. In response, Roman Emperor Nero sent the general Vespasian to meet Jewish forces, and in that endeavor that pushed the majority of the rebels to the Jerusalem by the time Vespasian was proclaimed emperor in 69 CE. All right, and I believe Vespasian. No, I believe Titus was Vespasian's son. All right. Hold on. Let me check it real quick. Or his son or his brother. Salakia. Vespasian. Vespasian, Salakia. Damn, what the fuck going on? All right. And Vespasian and Titus. All right, I'm gonna look at it later on, but don't quote me on that one. But you gotta look back at it. In April CE, about the time of Passover, the Roman general Titus besieged Jerusalem since the action conceived with the Passover. The Romans allowed pilgrims to enter into the city, but refused to let them leave, thus strategically depleting food and water supplies within Jerusalem. Right, man. And what do scriptures say? You know, uh, sword, hunger. Lamentations 4 and 9. I'm just reading. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, for these pine away stricketh for one off the fruit of the field. All right. All right. So hey, it's better to perish by the sword than by hunger, man. Why? Because your body is literally eating itself from the inside. The Romans allowed pilgrims to enter the city, but refused them to leave, thus strategically depleting food and water supplies within Jerusalem. Within the wall, the Zealots, a military anti-Roman party, struggled with other Jewish faction. All right, hey, because hey, they was niggas, man. It was no order. All right, no leadership. Plus, the Lord wasn't with them, man. All right, and the Zealots is back today, man. All right, uh, and that had emerged, which weakened the resistance even more, right? Because how can the house be divided, man? You got to be on one accord to take somebody down, right? Which weakened the resistance even more. Josephus, a Jew, had commanded rebel forces, but then defected the Roman cause and attempted to negotiate a settlement. All right, and what's so funny? All right, because you hear the term is always your own people, and that's true, man. All right, despite General Titus, Apostle Tahar and Apostle Arianla brought this out. All right, it was actually a Jake that brought down Rome, man. I believe his name was Tiberius Alexander, something like that. Tiberius. It's something Tiberius. All right. Tiberius Alexander. Yep. I believe, yep, that's him, man. All right, Tiberius Julius Alexander. Okay. And I'm going to do a video on that. Call all y'all about Shem Shah. A Jew had commanded rebel forces, but then defected the Roman cause, attempted to negotiate a settlement, but because he was not trusted by the Romans, he was despised by the rebels. Then talks went nowhere. The Romans encircled the city with a wall to cut off supply to the city completely, thereby to drive the Jews to starvation. By August 70 CE, the Romans had breached the final defenses and massacred much of the remaining population. They also destroyed the second temple, the western wall. All right, the only extant trace of the second temple remains a site of prayer and pilgrimage. The loss of the temple for a second time is still mourned by the Jews during the fast of Tish B'Av, and I believe that's the stuff that the Amalekites do. Rome celebrated the fall of Jerusalem by erecting the triumphal arch of Titus. Right, man. That's it's still there today, man. All right, and the arch of Titus is basically like a let me and the arch of Titus really they showing you they mocking Jake, man, because it's literally like in L.A., France, is all in the big states and cities in the countries, Hey, so really they mocking the Jake, man. All right, and on the Arch of Titus, it shows the Romans taking loot from Jerusalem, man. All right. Damn. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Mark 13 to 14. But when ye shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing where it ought not, let him that readeth understand, that let them that be in Judea flee to the mountains, right? And if you look at the mountains, I believe it was called the Atlas Mountains. That's over there in the land of Ham, aka Africa, man. All right, because Africa is named after Leo Scipius Africanus. All right, and he was a Roman general as well, I believe. Okay, Leo Scipius. Yep, he was a Roman general as well, man. You know, but when ye shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing where it ought not, let him that readeth understand, that let them be in Judea flee to the mountains. Right, and that's talking about the land of man, Africa, man. All right, and our people fled to West Africa. All right, and then you have Muhammad and his goons, which they were set up by Jake. All right, hey, Jake make that Islam BS. All right, and they had their whole conquest over there in West Africa. All right, and you see how that turned out for our people, man. All right, they totally forgot who they are, man. All right, you ask the Igbo, which goes back to Eber, all right, Hebrew, all right. They those Nigerians have no idea what that word means, man. All right, our people lost, man. Okay, but like Apostle Ariam Lab say, to understand prophecy, you must understand history, man. All right, so this is just gonna be a series that I'm doing, because the Lord blessed me to learn quickly the history and memorize it. So of course, you always gotta build other people up. All right, but I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Al Shai, Shem Kakodash, Shalom, and the Bible Ball.